Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly in your favorite chair, maybe with the afternoon sun pouring in through the window, and suddenly, for no clear reason, you feel tired? Not just the kind of tired that comes from a busy day, but a deep, unfamiliar weariness in your chest, your arms, your breath. You brush it off. I must not have slept well. Or maybe it's just age. But something inside you whispers, this feels different. If you're over 70, you're not imagining things. And you're not alone. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for adults over 70 in the United States. But here's the hard part. It often doesn't arrive with a loud warning. It doesn't always look like a dramatic heart attack or a crushing chest pain like in the movies. In real life, especially for older adults, it can be quiet, subtle, creeping, and unless we know what to watch for, we may not notice it until it's already done harm. That's why this video matters. Not to scare you, but to empower you, to give you the quiet clues your body may be whispering. Because after decades of loyal service, your heart deserves attention, not fear, but awareness. And you deserve to feel safe in your own body, confident that you're doing what you can to protect your health and stay independent. In today's video, we're going to walk together, gently, carefully, through 5 early signs of heart disease that often go unnoticed after 70. These aren't just textbook symptoms. These are real-life warning lights that I've seen in people just like you, grandmothers, veterans, quiet churchgoers, retired teachers, proud fathers, people who never imagined their heart could be in trouble until it was. We'll look at how fatigue and shortness of breath can point to deeper issues, what a flutter in your chest might actually mean, why swelling in your feet isn't just about circulation, and how a strange sense of discomfort, not pain, but pressure, can be the body's way of crying for help. You won't hear medical jargon or complicated theories here. Just honest, heart-to-heart conversation about what to look out for and what small daily habits can gently support your heart, naturally, safely, and without feeling overwhelmed. And no, this isn't a sales pitch. You won't be asked to buy supplements or sign up for some miracle plan. What I'm offering is knowledge, clarity, a sense of calm in the face of something that too often makes us feel afraid. If you're caring for an aging spouse, or you're watching this alone, please stay with me. One of these signs might be something you felt lately and didn't know what to make of. Or it might be something a friend has mentioned in passing, and this video could help them too. So before we begin, take a deep breath. You are here. You are strong. And by learning what your heart is trying to say, you're already taking the first, and perhaps most powerful, step toward protecting it. Let's start with the first sign, the one that often gets dismissed as just indigestion or just a bad night's sleep, but could be so much more. Ready to continue? Let's begin where most people think heart trouble starts, in the chest. We've all seen the movies, right? A man clutches his chest, gasps for air, and falls to the floor. That's the image burned into our minds when we think heart attack. But in real life, especially for seniors over 70, it rarely looks that dramatic. In fact, it often doesn't look like pain at all. More often, it starts with a quiet pressure, a fullness, a strange tightness in the center of your chest, like something sitting there. Not sharp, not screaming, just there. Sometimes it feels like heartburn. Sometimes it feels like a belt tightened one notch too far. And sometimes, it's just an odd discomfort that comes and goes. I remember a woman named Carol, 82 years old. She told me she felt this strange heaviness in her chest every time she walked from the living room to the kitchen. Just a few steps. At first, she blamed it on anxiety, then on her posture. But one day, the feeling stayed longer and deeper. Her daughter insisted she go to the doctor. Turned out, Carol had been living with stable angina, a type of chest discomfort caused by reduced blood flow to the heart, for months without knowing it. She was lucky. Many aren't. The truth is, for older adults, especially women, chest symptoms are often vague. You may feel tightness instead of pain. You may notice it when you're walking, climbing stairs, or even bending over to pick something up. And when you rest, it fades, only to return the next day. That pattern, discomfort with activity, relief with rest, is a red flag. It's your heart asking for help. Not in screams, but in whispers. Now, some people ignore it because they think it's just indigestion. After all, as we age, acid reflux and bloating become more common. But there's a way to tell the difference. True indigestion usually comes after eating, especially spicy or rich food. It often brings belching or sour taste. But heart-related discomfort? It's tied more to exertion, even mild effort like walking, and gets better with rest, not antacids. And here's something you may not know. Some seniors don't feel chest discomfort at all. Instead, they feel it in their jaw, their neck, their shoulders, even in their back. This is called referred pain, and it can be easy to miss. One gentleman, age 76, came in because his dentist said there was nothing wrong with his teeth, even though he had jaw tightness every evening. That turned out to be his version of angina. He'd never guessed that what felt like dental pressure was actually his heart. So what should you do if you notice these symptoms? Don't panic, but don't dismiss them either. Keep a journal. Write down what you felt, when, what you were doing, how long it lasted, and if you see a pattern, especially if it happens with movement or stress, talk to your doctor. There are simple, non-invasive tests that can check how well your heart is getting blood. And if there's an issue, it's better to catch it now, before it becomes an emergency. And if you're caring for an older loved one, pay attention to what they say in passing. I feel tight here. I get this funny pressure. It's probably nothing. That nothing might be the heart asking for care. Your body is wise. It doesn't always shout, but it always signals. Coming up next, we'll explore another overlooked sign, one that hides in plain sight and often gets mistaken for just being out of shape. It's about how you breathe and what your breath is trying to tell you. Let me ask you something simple. Have you ever needed to stop halfway up the stairs? Not because your legs were tired, but because you just couldn't catch your breath? That deep, gasping need for air, even after doing something small like walking to the mailbox or making your bed, can feel unsettling. And for many older adults, it creeps in so gradually that you almost don't notice it. Until one day, you realize just standing still feels easier than moving. We often brush it off. I'm just out of shape. It's probably my age. Maybe I gained a few pounds. But what if it's more than that? What if your shortness of breath, even the kind that comes and goes, is your heart quietly telling you it's struggling? Here's what's happening underneath. Your heart is a pump. Its job is to push oxygen-rich blood to your muscles and organs every second of every day. When the pump weakens, whether from aging, high blood pressure, or silent heart disease, it doesn't keep up the way it used to. That means less oxygen gets delivered with each beat, so your muscles ask for more air. You breathe faster, harder, not because your lungs are failing, but because your heart is falling behind. Let me share a story about Raymond. He's 81, lives on the second floor of a small duplex, and used to climb his stairs without a thought. But over the last year, something changed. He found himself needing to pause at the landing, then again halfway up. He chalked it up to getting old. It wasn't until his daughter insisted he see a cardiologist that they found the cause. Early heart failure. Not the dramatic kind, not the collapse on the floor kind, but the quiet kind, the type that slowly makes everything harder. He began treatment. Nothing extreme, just medication, light movement, dietary changes. And in a few weeks, he was climbing his stairs again. Not racing, but steady, confident, free. Here's the important point. Shortness of breath is not always about your lungs. Yes, lung disease exists, and yes, asthma and COPD are real concerns. But in many older adults, it's the heart behind the breathlessness. So how do you know the difference? If your shortness of breath is worse when lying flat, that's a red flag. If it comes with swelling in your ankles or weight gain that's not explained by food, another clue. If it happens most when you're doing something, even something small, like carrying groceries or putting on your shoes, that's your body asking for help. Listen to that, and don't wait for it to become unbearable. The earlier you recognize it, the more gentle the solution can be. Simple walking programs, heart-friendly diets, breathing exercises, even short courses of medication can make a world of difference. And here's something else many people don't know. Shortness of breath can even affect your memory and mood. When your body isn't getting enough oxygen, your brain slows down. You feel foggy, tired, less motivated. It's not just physical, it's emotional, too. So if you've been saying, "I'm just tired," or "I need to get in shape," but deep down you know something feels off when you move, consider this. Your breath might be your heart's whisper. Don't wait for it to become a scream. Write it down. Track how often it happens. When it started. What makes it worse? This small habit of awareness can be the key to catching something serious early and getting back to feeling like yourself. And if you're watching this because someone you love seems more winded lately, talk to them. Gently. With care. Many older adults hide their breathlessness because they're afraid. Afraid of what it means. Afraid of losing independence. But what they really lose is time and options by staying silent. Coming up next, we're going to look at a sign that hides in your ankles. Yes, your ankles. And how swelling in the lower body could reveal what's happening deep inside your heart. Let me ask you this. When you take off your socks at the end of the day, do you notice deep grooves pressed into your skin? Or maybe your shoes feel tight by evening, even though they fit just fine in the morning? That swelling, especially in your ankles, feet, or lower legs, isn't just a harmless part of aging. It's your body trying to tell you something. We often dismiss it. I've been standing a lot today. It's hot outside. Maybe I just had too much salt. But what if this puffiness, this fluid buildup, is one of the earliest signs that your heart is working too hard and falling behind? Here's what's really going on. When your heart is no longer pumping blood as efficiently as it used to, that blood doesn't return upward from your legs as quickly. It begins to pool. The pressure builds in your veins, and your body, clever as it is, pushes some of that excess fluid out into the surrounding tissues. That's when you see it, swelling that wasn't there in the morning. This condition is called peripheral edema, and it's common in older adults. But common doesn't mean harmless. Take Martha, 82. She used to enjoy long walks around the block every afternoon. But lately, her shoes would feel snug halfway through. Then came the socks leaving marks. Then came the days when even getting out of bed felt like dragging weights around her ankles. Her daughter thought it was just arthritis or maybe water retention from salty meals. But after a checkup, Martha's doctor explained that her heart wasn't pushing blood upward efficiently. The swelling wasn't from her diet. It was from her circulation. Her heart was starting to weaken, subtly, quietly, from the bottom up. The good news? Swelling like this, when caught early, can often be managed and even reversed with care, but only if we pay attention. Here are some signs to watch for. Your socks leave deep indentations. Your legs feel heavy or tight by the end of the day. You notice shiny or stretched skin around your ankles. Pressing your finger into the area leaves a small dent that doesn't bounce back quickly. And here's the part many people miss. Swelling doesn't have to hurt to be serious. It's not about pain, it's about pressure. Silent, creeping pressure that builds over weeks or months. Now, you might be wondering, what can I do? Start with observation. Keep track of how your legs look in the morning versus the evening. Notice any changes in tightness of your shoes or how your rings fit on your fingers. These are clues your body is leaving for you. Then consider a few gentle habits. Elevate your feet when sitting. Move often, even just a few steps every hour. Avoid sitting or standing for long stretches without changing position. If you feel safe doing so, gentle leg movements, flexing your ankles, rotating your feet, can help stimulate blood flow. And of course, speak to your doctor, especially if the swelling is new, getting worse, or coming with other signs, like fatigue, breathlessness, or weight gain. They may check your heart function, kidney function, and even your medications, as some can contribute to fluid retention. Because here's the truth. Your ankles are not just the base of your body. They're often the place where signs of heart strain first appear. When the pump struggles, it shows in the places farthest from the source. Martha, after starting a light diuretic and making a few dietary changes, found her legs felt lighter. The indentations faded. Her walks returned. Not overnight, but slowly, steadily, with care. Don't let swelling sneak past you. It's not just cosmetic. It's a whisper from your circulation. And if you listen now, you may save yourself a storm later. Up next, we'll explore a warning sign that hides not in your legs or lungs, but in something even more delicate, your memory. Let's talk about how heart health may be affecting your brain, and what to do when forgetfulness becomes more than just senior moments. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there in the first place? Or maybe you find yourself feeling more tired than usual, even after a full night's sleep? If you've been noticing a fogginess in your mind, a sense of fatigue that seems to never fully go away, even after resting, it might not just be aging. It could be a sign that your heart is struggling in ways that affect more than just your physical energy. It might be affecting your mental sharpness as well. Let's be clear. It's normal to forget a thing or two now and then, but when forgetfulness becomes frequent, when your energy levels are low, despite adequate rest, it might be time to look deeper, beyond just getting older. The truth is, our heart health is directly linked to the brain's ability to function optimally. When your heart is working harder than it should, it's not just your legs or lungs that take a hit. Your brain can too. Take George, for example. He's 79, always considered himself sharp as a tack, but lately, he had been forgetting names, leaving things in strange places, and struggling to recall simple words. He chalked it up to old age, but soon, he noticed he was feeling unusually tired, even after a full night's sleep. He thought it was just the stress of retirement, but his doctor explained that his heart wasn't pumping as effectively as it once had, leading to reduced blood flow to his brain. You see, your brain relies on oxygen-rich blood to function properly. Without enough blood flowing to it, you start to feel foggy, forgetful, and even exhausted. It's as if your brain is operating on a dimmer switch, not able to shine as brightly as it should. This decline in cognitive function can be insidious, often creeping in slowly. You might feel fine one day, but over time, that mental clarity you once had becomes harder to maintain. Tasks that used to feel like second nature suddenly take more effort, and your mind might feel heavy, like you're trying to think through a thick fog. But don't worry, it's not a permanent condition. There are ways to regain control, both of your energy and your mental clarity. The key is in recognizing the signs early and taking action. Here's what you can do to improve brain function and energy levels. Get your heart checked. If you're feeling fatigued and mentally foggy, it's time to have your doctor assess your heart health. Conditions like heart disease, arrhythmias, or even simple blood pressure issues can affect how your brain is functioning. Medications and lifestyle changes can often help get things back on track. Increase physical activity. Exercise isn't just for the body, it's for the brain too. Regular cardiovascular exercise helps improve blood flow, including to the brain. Even a simple walk around the block can make a big difference over time. Moving your body means you're helping your heart pump more efficiently, and consequently, your brain gets the oxygen it needs. Focus on nutrition. The right foods can nourish both your heart and your brain. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish, seeds, and nuts, as well as antioxidants in colorful vegetables, can boost brain health and reduce cognitive decline. A well-balanced diet, rich in vitamins and minerals, supports both physical energy and mental clarity. Stay hydrated. Dehydration is a silent thief of both energy and focus. When you're dehydrated, your blood thickens, making it harder for your heart to pump efficiently. This affects your brain's ability to function. Make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day to keep your body and mind refreshed. Prioritize sleep. Good, restorative sleep is essential for both your body and brain. Poor sleep can increase fatigue, cloud your thinking, and worsen memory. Create a bedtime routine that promotes deep sleep. Try to avoid caffeine or large meals late in the day, and make sure your sleep environment is cool, quiet, and comfortable. Mental stimulation. Your brain needs exercise, just like your muscles. Engage in activities that challenge your mind. Puzzles, reading, learning something new, or even engaging in a new hobby. These can help improve memory and keep your brain sharp. The bottom line, your heart and brain are closely connected. If your heart isn't working as efficiently as it should be, your brain will feel the effects. But with the right steps, like getting active, eating well, staying hydrated, and managing stress, you can help both your heart and your brain stay sharp for many years to come. Now, before we move on, Remember that this kind of fogginess is not something you should just brush off as getting old. It's a sign that something may be out of balance, and by addressing it early, you can make a big difference in both your physical and mental well-being. Next, we'll discuss another hidden sign of heart strain that shows up in a very surprising area of your body. Stay with me, because this one may shock you. Let's talk about the link between heart health and your skin. Ready? Let's go. As we age, we may notice that our skin isn't quite what it used to be. It's not as plump or smooth, and it may become drier, thinner, or more fragile. But did you know that your skin might be trying to tell you something deeper about your heart health? Many older adults experience significant changes in skin health, such as increased dryness, bruising, or sagging. While this is often attributed to the natural aging process, what many people don't realize is that these changes can also be a sign that your heart isn't functioning as efficiently as it should be. Here's the connection. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it relies heavily on the circulation of blood to stay healthy. When your heart is struggling or when your blood vessels are constricted, the flow of oxygen-rich blood to the skin decreases. This leads to dryness, thinning, and a reduced ability to heal when injured. Let's look at an example. Emily, 81, had always had smooth, radiant skin. But over the past few years, she noticed her skin becoming more fragile. It seemed like it tore more easily, and even small bumps would leave bruises that took longer to heal. At first, she just assumed it was a normal part of aging. However, after visiting her doctor, Emily learned that her arteries had become a bit stiff, restricting blood flow to her skin. This, along with changes in collagen production as she aged, led to the skin issues she was facing. The truth is, healthy, glowing skin is often an outward sign of good circulation, while dry or sagging skin can indicate that your heart and blood vessels are not functioning at their best. Reduced blood flow means less oxygen and fewer nutrients are reaching your skin, which causes it to lose its elasticity and moisture. So, what can you do to restore both your skin and heart health? Here are a few tips that can help both. Boost circulation with exercise. Regular physical activity is one of the best ways to improve circulation. Even light exercises, such as walking, stretching, or swimming, can increase blood flow throughout your body, including to your skin. This helps improve the oxygen and nutrient supply to the skin, keeping it healthier and more hydrated. Eat skin-healthy foods, nutrient-rich foods, especially those high in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins, play an essential role in both heart and skin health. Fatty fish like salmon, seeds, nuts, and leafy greens provide healthy fats that help keep your skin supple and hydrated. Vitamin C-rich fruits, like oranges and berries, help promote collagen production, which keeps the skin firm. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Proper hydration is key to maintaining healthy skin. When you're dehydrated, your skin becomes dry, flaky, and more prone to damage. Make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day to keep both your skin and heart in optimal condition. For added benefits, try herbal teas or water-rich fruits and vegetables like cucumbers and watermelon. Moisturize your skin. As we age, our skin produces less oil, which means it's more prone to dryness. Using a high-quality, nourishing moisturizer can help lock in hydration. Look for moisturizers with ingredients like hyaluronic acid, ceramides, or vitamin E, which help maintain skin elasticity and prevent dryness. Don't forget to apply sunscreen every day, even indoors, as sun exposure can speed up skin aging and damage. Mind your blood pressure and cholesterol levels. High blood pressure and elevated cholesterol can cause damage to your blood vessels, restricting blood flow to the skin. By managing these health issues through diet, exercise, and medication, if prescribed, you can help maintain healthy circulation and improve skin health. Regular checkups with your doctor are essential for monitoring heart health. Reduce stress. Chronic stress can have a major impact on both your skin and heart. When you're stressed, your body produces stress hormones like cortisol, which can increase inflammation and disrupt the skin's ability to repair itself. Practice stress-reducing techniques, such as meditation, deep breathing, yoga, or simply spending time doing things you enjoy. Your skin is often a reflection of what's going on inside your body, particularly your heart. If your skin is becoming thinner, drier, or bruising more easily, it could be a sign that your heart and circulation need attention. By improving blood flow, staying hydrated, eating a nutrient-rich diet, and managing your stress, you can support both your skin and your heart, leading to a healthier, more vibrant you. Now, let's move on to another important sign of heart strain, one that affects your everyday life in ways you may not have realized. Ready to dive into the next hidden clue your body may be giving you? Let's keep going. We all know how important a good night's sleep is. It's when your body heals, rejuvenates, and restores itself for the day ahead. But as we age, sleep can become elusive for many seniors. Waking up multiple times during the night, difficulty falling asleep, or feeling unrest in the morning are common complaints. However, did you know that sleep disturbances could be more than just a normal part of aging? They may be a sign that your heart is struggling to keep up. Let's dive deeper into this. When your heart isn't functioning as efficiently as it should, your body experiences an imbalance in circulation and oxygen delivery, particularly while you're at rest. This can lead to frequent wakefulness and disrupted sleep patterns. In fact, one of the most surprising signs that something may be wrong with your heart is trouble sleeping. Take, for example, Tom, a 74-year-old retiree who began noticing that he was waking up multiple times a night. His doctor initially dismissed it as just getting older, but after a detailed checkup, it was revealed that Tom was experiencing symptoms of mild heart failure. His heart was struggling to pump blood effectively, leading to issues with his circulation, particularly while he was lying down. This disturbance in blood flow contributed to his sleep problems. What happens is that when the heart isn't pumping enough blood, your body tries to compensate in various ways. One common way is through irregularities in breathing, such as sleep apnea or shallow breathing. These issues tend to get worse when you're lying flat, as gravity affects the distribution of blood. The lack of oxygenated blood flow leads to discomfort, waking up multiple times a night, and poor quality sleep. So, why is this an important issue to address? The connection between sleep and heart health is profound. Poor sleep not only affects your energy, mood, and overall mental health, but it also puts additional strain on your cardiovascular system. Sleep deprivation leads to higher blood pressure, an increased risk of clotting, and an inability to fully rest and repair the heart. If you're struggling with sleep disturbances and waking up tired despite a full night's rest, it's time to take action. Here's how to address this issue from both a natural and medical standpoint. 1. Get a heart health checkup. If you're dealing with consistent sleep problems, it's worth getting a heart health assessment. A simple checkup to monitor your heart's performance could reveal underlying issues like high blood pressure, poor circulation, or even heart failure. Early detection of these issues allows for more effective treatment and can restore your ability to sleep soundly. 2. Adopt better sleep hygiene. Creating a sleep-friendly environment can improve your quality of sleep, even if there's an underlying health issue. Keep your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows that support your body. Establish a calming bedtime routine, such as reading, stretching, or drinking chamomile tea. Avoid heavy meals or caffeine at least 3 hours before bedtime. 3. Exercise regularly, but not too late. Physical activity is essential for heart health, and regular exercise improves sleep quality. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week, but avoid exercising too late in the evening, as it can disrupt your sleep. Walking, yoga, or swimming can be gentle yet effective ways to stay active and improve circulation, helping you sleep better at night. 4. Elevate your head while sleeping. If you suffer from sleep apnea or have a weakened heart, sleeping flat on your back can aggravate circulation issues. Elevating your head with an extra pillow or a wedge pillow can help improve blood flow and reduce snoring or sleep apnea. This position helps reduce the pressure on your heart and makes it easier for your body to breathe deeply during sleep. 5. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can exacerbate sleep problems by causing muscle cramps and discomfort throughout the night. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, but avoid consuming large amounts right before bed to prevent waking up to use the bathroom. Proper hydration helps support your body's circulation and ensures that your heart has the fluids it needs to pump effectively. 6. Limit alcohol and nicotine. Both alcohol and nicotine interfere with sleep quality and can worsen heart health. Alcohol is a sedative, but it disrupts the REM sleep cycle, which is essential for restorative rest. Nicotine is a stimulant that can increase heart rate and blood pressure, making it harder to relax. Consider reducing or eliminating both to improve both your sleep and heart health. 7. Manage stress. Chronic stress is a major contributor to both sleep disturbances and heart disease. Practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or meditation to reduce stress levels. Try setting aside 15 to 20 minutes each day to unwind and center yourself. Lowering your stress levels will improve both your sleep and heart health over time. 8. Seek medical treatment for sleep disorders. If lifestyle changes aren't enough, it might be time to consult with a doctor about potential sleep disorders such as sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome. Treatment options like CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure, therapy for sleep apnea, or medication for restless leg syndrome can significantly improve your sleep and relieve strain on your heart. The key takeaway is this: sleep problems in seniors, especially those over 70, are not just about getting older. They could be a sign that your heart is working harder than it should be. If your sleep is suffering, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. Make heart-healthy lifestyle changes and take steps to improve your sleep hygiene. By addressing sleep disturbances, you're not only enhancing your quality of life, but you're also supporting your heart to work at its best. In the next part, we'll explore another hidden sign that your heart may need attention. Let's keep going. If you're enjoying this video and finding it helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful tips about heart health and aging.